Today we have some news coming from Robinhood making their first acquisition. Okay, so they bought in a deal cash a company named Apes Technology for $140 million. And it's making a lot of noise in the ape community because this is the exact platform that we've been used, and suggested by Adam Aaron, the CEO of the company AMC, in order to input our vote for the question. We wanted to get answers on the earnings call that happened to yesterday, and also was used, in an indirect way to kind of have a more accurate idea on the share count, because you had to link your brokerage account by voting on the question. So that was kind of a genius way to get a pretty good idea on that share count, and that will actually give us a solid proof, into proving that synthetics or naked shorts are majorly making the float of this company that almost millions of people are kind of owning. Now, that's not the question, but how exactly does that relate to AMC, and why is the question, causing so much noise about you need to change your password into your brokerage account, you need to totally get out of Apes Technology, blah 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 blah. So as everything, I think there are always two sides of every coin. Okay, there's not only one side of the coin, so there are always two sides of every story. So let's look at why apes are kind of concerned about this whole move. First of all, Robinhood might be looking like it's pulling the rug and again, underneath the feet of the retailers, because the timeline here is might look a little bit fishy, at least according to some of the apes, looking into this kind of weird way, because they decided to buy. They announced the deal right after the earnings call was done. The earnings was done yesterday, and they announced the deal today. So at this point, they kind of own the company, and owning the company also means they can do whatever they want with the data input, through that platform, Apes Technology, the credentials, username, password, but not only from Apes, but also from your brokerage account, which is definitely giving them access to, much more private data than they can actually need to. But also, since they work hand to hand and closely with Citadel, which is one of the biggest short seller in AMC, it doesn't look good, because what if they sell those data points? What if they sell or use that in order to actually do whenever they attack this even more than it's actually being attacked? I don't know. So these are the major concerns that the apes community are kind of having. Now, looking at the flip side of the coin, looking at the other side of the story, okay? Because I don't think everything kind of look illogical with AMC. And I might be also guilty of this, because we tend to always try to tie whatever info we get to either Robinhood, Citadel, the hedges, the SEC, or the company itself, and we try to tie all of that to the short squeeze. But sometimes I think we are so deep, so deep in this situation, in this place since 8 months now, that we really want to move along. We really want this to get over with and move along, so that it's kind of naturally normal for us to kind of always try to find links where sometimes they may not have those links existing. Okay, so first of all, on this other flip side, the 140 million deal, I don't think it's happening overnight. I don't think, Robinhood pick up the phone, yesterday and call Apes Technology and say, hey, we're going to buy you tomorrow for $140 million. No, I think it takes a lot more time than that, actually, to have those kind of deals details. So the deal were kind of, maybe initiated months ago and finalized maybe weeks ago and then announced today. And it just happened to be a coincidence with the earnings call of AMC also happening yesterday. The other thing is, I don't think they might have access to the actual data from your brokerage account because of the way the platforms is actually working, and your brokerage is actually supposed to protect your data to be leaked, even to platforms like Apes Technology, because it's maybe what do they call it, a play technology, where you're giving access to a specific data point you want in an external website per se. So if you're really worried that your either login, or data might be, breached, then change it. So To end, my position on this is I don't think this may have anything to do that will harm the apes community because of this new acquisition from Robinhood, even though it looks like, because Robinhood was, again, it may be true or no, but they kind of positioning themselves as, hey, we are here to give more access to the retailers, to the little guy, access to the markets. And Sage Technology is here to kind of have that engagement between the shareholders and the executive management of the companies they invested in. So I don't think there's really much to worry here. That's my personal opinion. I may be biased, but so far with the elements that I have, this is my opinion. But it may change later if I continue to dig into this and we have more discoveries happening. Of course, I'm going to share that with you as always. But for now, I'm out.